What's going on, everybody in the building, man? It's your boy Tony D2 Wild checking in once again, and today, guys, we have the beloved CZ BREN 2, and this is the 11-inch model. Now, this is a little bit different than what you initially saw on the channel when I first showed you this bad boy, as we did get a couple of upgrades on her that I definitely fell in love with. The CZ BREN, though, is a phenomenal overall piece of work coming in from CZ. There is the CZ BREN 3 that has not yet touched down. With that said, the BREN 2 still holds up its weight. And it's a multi-caliber firearm featured in 5.56, 300 blackout, 7.62 by 39, and I don't know if there's any other rounds, but those are the three main rounds. They also are featured in 16-inch barrel, 14.5, 11, and I think 8 as well. Depending on the caliber, you may get certain ones that you might not get in others. This particular one, as stated before, is the 11-inch barrel version, and it ran very, very well with the flash hider. And we're able to utilize the A2 adapter from B&T on here, so we didn't have to even swap out the flash hider when shooting it, which I really did like a lot because I love this flash hider, the way it operates, and it does very, very well for how it is. Now, before we go any further, I want to give a huge shout out to Hornady for helping us out with this one, with the Hornady Black. It went phenomenal with this overall, as well as some of their Frontiers. Salutes to Hornady for helping us with these videos. They are amazing. The ammo, they're amazing, and it's my favorite ammo company. I'm not saying that. I was just lucky enough that, you know, don't get me, I like all other companies. Federal is nice as well. Salutes to American Marksman. Salutes to Nosler. But Hornady, that's where my heart's at. Now, with that said, also, I got to give a huge shout out to HBI Industries because they're the ones that hooked this one up for us, guys, okay? We got the full overall setup on here. If you guys remember the initial video we did, we were running it with the regular handguard that comes out the gate from CZ that is nice, but I wish was extended, and I wish they really just dropped the Picatinny version because that's the one that looks nice. But it stopped right here, and then the barrel continued on out, and there was really no overall grip or anything on there. But HBI Industries has several upgrades out there that can help you get the best out of your BREN 2, Scorpion, other type of things as well. They have phenomenal things, whether it's first the actual handguard itself that we added on, and this is their 10.8-inch handguard, designed full length continuous, and it blends perfectly with the BREN itself. You still get the overall Picatinny top. You got an extension on your overall M-locks, so you get some increased hand support. You also still get your gas block access featured right here, and the weight is 9.34 ounces, which is wild because this weighs lighter than the handguard that it came with. I know that's weird, but it says it here. It says 9.34 ounces, lighter than the factory BREN 2 MS pistol handguard at 10.27 ounces. Now, I will say, adding this handguard on, I did feel a difference. It did feel a little bit heavier, but I think it's due to the fact of how the weight is distributed. The shorter handguard had more weight right here, where this has lighter weight, but it extends it further out. So it does add in a little bit of weight, but it does also help a little bit with the balance. It wasn't nothing just out of this ordinary. Like, it felt still phenomenal and extremely light, but I did notice that overall, I guess you could say, mass or distribution of weight being extended caused it to be, it just felt different. That's pretty normal. It's machined from aluminum 661 and anodized with a type 3 hard coat. And it also features, I believe on this side right here, you can put it on either side really, but a QD slot for, you know, a sling. We also have right here, you can see, and you'll probably see some B-roll though, their HBI extended charging handle. That's the #1 culprit and issue with the BREN 2 is the charging handle. When you rack it, you're gonna scratch your hand with any optic out there. I don't know what it is. It's just the way it's set up. Trying to charge this gun, you're gonna end up running into getting your hand cut up pretty bad with this. Now, the extended charging handle solved a lot of those issues off the gate. It's extended and it's slightly down in the down slot where you can just easily rack it and you don't have to really cause any type of issues with your overall. You're just able to go and just boom. It gives you enough space, because without that, and make sure we're clear, Without that, guys, trust me, all my BREN 2 people know about it. It's a well-known issue, and it needs to be, well, I think it is fixed with the BREN 3. But the HBI charging handle solved that issue. No more issues whatsoever with that. And that's also made with the 6061 aluminum. And last but not least, the trigger is also swapped out with HBI. Not a flat face trigger, YouTube. Not a flat face trigger, all right? 35% reduction on the pre-travel take-up and eliminates that over-travel as well. Machined from aluminum and anodized, and it is 922 compliant. And they have different colors if you want as well, but the trigger job, phenomenal. And it's very, very solid and a very, very nice upgrade. I won't lie, the original trigger is nice as well, but this is a better trigger. But the original trigger, I actually did like it a lot too. Like, I did like it, but there's definitely a more snap, good overall break and crisp break when it came to this and reset compared to the one that it comes with. And doing all this is fairly easy. I was able to do it at my own home, so no issue. With that said, 11-inch barrel. This one comes with a Picatinny back. You can also swap the back portion out to run it with a stock, whatever type of stock you want. We have a HD A3 brace on here, because this is a pistol still. Maybe not soon, due to the new laws and everything coming out. We might have to swap this out very, very fast. Comes with the iron sights, very good as well. Pretty hard to co-witness with any type of red dot though, so we're not utilizing them right now for the most part. Twist rate is 1.7. Weight without the magazine is 2.99, they say kilograms. And the height with the folded sights down, 202 plus or minus 5 millimeters. This is what this is saying from them. The thread is a M14L1. Now that definitely has to mean that the thread pitch is the 1/2 by 28. Receiver is 775 aluminum alloy, and the overall grip module is typical polymer. The grip, I like it as well, very nice. And those are some of the specs. Now out the gate, let's just be honest, man. This is one of the most phenomenal, I would say, rifles, pistols that I have in my collection. You know, I have not shot a SCAR. Have not shot a SCAR yet, unfortunately, but they definitely compare the CZ BREN to the SCAR, so I like to see. This thing is extremely smooth, extremely light, lighter than a lot of my AR-15s at similar barrel lengths or shorter, the way it's built, and it handles recoil phenomenally as well. I would say the only thing that I would like to test out and see, and I know there's other people out there like HBI, is the adjustable gas plug, because there's not that many. I think there's like 3 options on there. There's a couple of options, but tuning it when I was running it suppressed, it didn't really have, like, it just had to stay pretty much on the standard setting to get it to go how it would. But of course there is the more harsher setting in more of a harsher type of environment, and then there's the less gas version. I thought that you would shoot when you shoot it suppressed, but I was not getting it to be very reliable on that setting, so I kept it on the standard setting and I had no issue whatsoever. This thing though, as I stated before, very, very lightweight, very crisp on the shots, very accurate. Didn't have any issues really with it whatsoever, and I really, really enjoyed this firearm. This is a firearm that, to be honest with you, right, we got 11.5 Geisley upper end, we got a Daniel Defense Mark 18. It goes up with those big boys as far as like a go-to rifle, you feel me, like a go-to rifle for home defense and what I would want to protect my house with. It just depends on really what you want to do at the end of the day. If you want something direct impingement, if you want piston, whatever you want, that's up to you. But this goes in and is definitely battle proven for that. You could put it up there. You can put it up there, not as like as if it doesn't deserve it. It's up there, I would say, then with your SCARs, your Daniel Defenses, and your Geisleys. It's up there. It's a part of that regiment of those top tier home defense, battle-proven weapons. And I'm saying that as if maybe I didn't have a feeling that it wouldn't be, but just from my stance and how far I've been in the gun world, like it's definitely up there. Like, you have the IWI Carmel, right, that I love. I love that gun, don't get me wrong, but it's extremely heavy and different. This does everything that does, but at a lighter overall weight. Not knocking IWI, because I love the Carmel, as I stated before, and I would love to chop that barrel down a little bit. But this thing is just crazy, man. It's just very, very, very awesome. Now, they do have different receiver sets where you can swap it out and get it fully aluminum. I like the overall weight of this. This feels good. You can move with it. It's easy to get on target. Like, I'm already on target. I'm on target. Go up on the top, piggyback, I'm on target. It's solid, bro. I really enjoy this, and I definitely want to do more with this. And it's hard when you shoot so many guns. It's like I want to have this be my go-to setup. I want this to be my go-to setup. Like, this is definitely a gun that I would like to have as a go-to setup. And this setup right here, with even though it's 11-inch, I wouldn't mind running with an LPVO with a piggyback on the top, because I feel like it can reach out to the distance with the 11-inch barrel. It's very solid. 11, 11.5 is good to go. 10.3 out of a marked 18, good to go. But this thing, flawless victory, right? The BREN 3 is, and I'm looking forward to it because the BREN 3 is everything that this is, but even more, right? I think it's fully ambi now. Who knows when we'll get that, but till then, I'm gonna enjoy these, the BREN 2 for the most part because she is solid. This is my initial review. We're definitely going to be doing more on it. I know I'm probably not saying much that hasn't been said, but I love this gun right here, and I'm definitely going to be doing more with it. If there is something though that you would like to see come from this, maybe taking it out to the distance at 100 or something, I don't know. Feel free to comment down below, but this definitely, in my opinion, I mean, we got a lot of guns. This is definitely one of the top 10 for sure. Top 5, I'm leaning for sure as well as far as like rifles. You feel me? Like out the gate. When you put this up against a SCAR, MCX, other those like, you know, pistons, it's definitely competing with it, but I have to shoot a SCAR first. I gotta shoot a SCAR to give you my final thoughts and opinions. But people call this a SCAR killer because of the price point compared to a SCAR. Y'all do the comments in the comment section for me. I've seen though where people put this against the SCAR. They go head to head all the time. The SCAR is upper echelon. This is upper echelon, but you're getting more for your worth or something. I would say it's a better pound for pound. A lot of people go with the BREN 2, pound for pound for your money for what you're getting this. But some people say that the SCAR is still the better one, but it's also 2 times, 3 times more expensive. Like those are the words that people usually say. Let me know down below in the comment section. I love y'all. I'm out. Peace.